cell has got the capability to regenerate into whole plant. This is known as totipotency. Basically, there is two pathway of plantlet regeneration. One is organogenesis and another is somatic embryogenesis. For definition per se, organogenesis is the formation of organ directly on the explant or on the callus. Organogenesis can be two types: direct organogenesis, and first direct organogenesis, and second indirect morphogenesis without callus formation. So far as direct organogenesis is concerned, there is no callus phase. So you take explant and place the explant on an appropriate medium. There is no formation of callus. Instead, meristomites are formed, and these meristomites may develop into a primordia. So in this diagram you see here is a piece of leaf, and on this leaf we are seeing many roots. So this is a case of adventitious root formation. On the surface of leaf explant we are getting root formation, and you can here notice that there is no callus phase. So directly on the explant, either formation of root or shoot can be said as direct organogenesis. This is another example of direct organogenesis. Here you can find leaf explant. This is the leaf explant. So this whole thing is a leaf. On the leaf you can find there are numerous small shoots formation. So directly on the explant there is shoot formation, but you will notice that there is no callus formation. So formation of directly shoot on the explant is a case of direct organogenesis. So this is a adventitious shoot formation without callus formation. In indirect organogenesis you will find that it occurs via a callus. So it occurs via a callus phase. Explant is placed on a suitable medium. It gives rise to callus, and callus subsequently give rise to meristomide. These meristomide may give rise to organ primordia, either shoot primordia or root primordia. So organogenesis involves two distinct phases. First is dedifferentiation and another is redifferentiation. It is the plasticity of the plant cell that a mature cell may regress during the differentiation. It is known as dedifferentiation. Dedifferentiation begins shortly after isolation of explant tissue with an accelerated cell division and consequent formation of mass of undifferentiated. In dedifferentiation, basically mature explant regresses to a meristematic. It begins when the explant is placed on an appropriate medium, and the mature explant which have been quiescent in the mature cell, which was not dividing in the mature cell, it starts dividing and forms meristematic cells. A group of undifferentiated cell formation is known as callus formation. Redifferentiation. Redifferentiation is also called budding in plant tissue culture, may begin after some time after the callus formation. The callus differentiate into organ primordia. This process is known as organogenesis or redifferentiation. So in this figure you see that a explant is placed in a culture medium and it forms callus via a process dedifferentiation, and after some time this callus undergoes a process known as redifferentiation where it forms organs, either shoot or root. So organogenesis is a two-step process. Generally, shoot formation is taken into consideration, and once the shoots are formed, then medium is changed, and on the second medium, which is oxygen rich. Phases of organogenesis. Generally, organogenesis has three phases. The first phase is competence acquisition. The explant acquires the competence to form callus. Second phase is induction and determinative phase, and the third phase is organ formation. So we will study in detail about three phases of organogenesis. The first phase, it is the competence acquisition. The cell, in other words, it is also called cell dedifferentiation. So when explant is placed in an appropriate culture medium, the mature cells of the explant regresses in development and they form meristematic cells. This process is known as dedifferentiation. So first there is a dedifferentiation and it occurs during the phase 1. The phase 2 of organogenesis is known as induction phase and determinative phase. In the phase 2, the competent cells, under the influence of appropriate environmental conditions in vitro, that is especially the growth regulator, the some of the cells acquired the competence and induced to form a specific organ. So therefore this phase is known as inductive. So in this phase the competent cell determine to undergoes induction to and have a determinative pathway. Determinative pathway means here the cell determine either to undergo shoot formation or undergo root formation. The phase 3 of organogenesis is known as organ formation or organ differentiation. Organ 1, also called organ morphogenesis. That means either shoot primordia is formed or root primordia. So committed cells undergoes further development either to form shoot primordia or root followed by cytodifferentiation. So once shoot primordia or root primordia is formed, then these primordial structure in the callus must be connected through vascular bundle. So therefore cytodifferentiation is an essential phenomena to establish connection of the primordia with the rest of the. This is a nutshell diagram to show overall process in organogenesis. Here the explant is there which first undergo dedifferentiation, resulting in callus formation, and the callus cells acquire the competence. Then they undergo a inductive phase and committed to form a specialized organ. This phenomena is known as redifferentiation, and during the redifferentiation process we have the formation of either this is a figure or formation of hormonal control of organogenesis the callus very much important is governed by hormonal control of organogenesis. Here you are seeing over here Scoop and Miller. This is in 1957. Green spots. This is also known as green Scoop and Miller hypothesis. Are the hypothesis is that cytokinin to auxin ratio is containing determines more cytokinin whether shoot will be formed or root will be formed. Or if that means cytokinin to auxin ratio is high, more cytokinin. It is a ratio cytokinin to auxin. So here you are. That means high ratio means so long as this condition more of cytokinin in relation there will not be any root. So if a medium is containing root cannot more of cytokinin, so what you have to do comparatively you have less amount of change the medium. That means take out the cytokinin concentration is and high, that it will on a different formation of which has got more of organ in comparison. That means the cells will that first concentration of primordia and more in as compared to cytokinin. So here complete soup. When the condition is opposite of it, you will that means find the formation of more auxin. So in other words, cytokinin plus auxin ratio is known as miniature. When there is more auxin, small plant, it will when the plant formation of root primordia, which is transferred with give rise to for miniature plant that is known as plantlet. This is an biggest plant in organ following hardening, acclimatization, so and from explant we are getting transferred into the callus formation. So this is the explant, and from the explant we are finally getting the callus. Now organogenesis, that means the formation of organs inside the callus is governed by hormone. Here you are seeing over here. So this is these green spots. These green spots are the shoot initial. So that means the medium is containing more cytokinin than auxin. That means cytokinin to auxin ratio is high. More cytokinin is there. It will result in the formation of shoots. So here you are seeing number of. So long as this condition is maintained, this condition is ideal for shoot formation. There will not be any root. So a plant without root cannot survive. So what you have to do, you have to change the medium and take out the shoots from here and place that shoots on a different medium which has got more of auxin in comparison to cytokinin. That means the concentration of auxin is more as compared to cytokinin. So here when the auxin is more relative to the cytokinin concentration, you will find the formation of roots. So roots are formed. Shoot plus roots together known as plantlets. Once the plantlet is formed, plantlet is a miniature plant, very small plant. When the plantlet is formed, it is transferred for acclimatization under appropriate condition where it is hardened, and after hardening it is transferred. Pathway of organogenesis, we can learn from here that organogenesis is a two-step. First step generally is the shoot formation where the cytokinin is kept high, and after that the medium is changed and it is just reverse of the first. That means for rooting to occur on the shoots, the medium should have more of auxins than cytokinin. So here you see root formation. So root plus shoot means plantlet, complete whole plant is there, miniature plant, that is known as plantlet. And this plantlet, following hardening, acclimatization and hardening, can be transferred into the. This is a section through callus to reveal histological changes during organogenesis. So here you are seeing a portion of callus. So here you see this is a portion of callus where you are seeing the more or less rounded cells, and after some time you will find here this callus undergoes the vascularization. So these structures, these are the vascular bundle formation, and here you are seeing a prominent structure. So this is a shoot primordia, and after subsequent development, this is shoot initial, and after subsequent development it gives rise to the shoot primordia. This shoot primordia is having the primordial lip primordia, and this is the shoot apex. So from this you will have the complete shoot formation. So once the shoots are formed, as I have told you, you have to change the medium from high cytokinin. You have to reverse the condition. Now for rooting you have to place more auxin. So in this you will form the formation of root initials on this, and which subsequently will form the roots. This structure, the whole structure, must have connections with the callus tissue. So vascularization is very important. So organogenesis is not only the formation of organs, that is the shoot primordia or root primordia, it also involves a process, cytodifferentiation. So for vascularization, the supply of nutrients and water, it is very much important that organ formation and the vascular differentiation both must take place. So in this way you have seen how this organogenesis can give rise to whole plant.